Four evil teens that should never be released from prison. 1. Devin Moore. On May 15, 2003, Devin Moore turned 18 and graduated high school, seemingly poised for a bright future. He had no criminal record and was set to join the Air Force. However, on June 3, 2003, at 3:00 a.m., officers James Crump and Arnold Strickland found Moore sleeping in a stolen vehicle in a restaurant parking lot in Fayette, Alabama. After arresting him and taking him to the Fayette Police Department, they discovered that a nearby business had been burglarized, with a shoe print left behind. While being booked, Moore's handcuffs were removed to obtain his fingerprints and a shoe print. In a shocking turn of events, Moore grabbed Officer Strickland's pistol, shot him in the head, and then did the same to Officer Crump. As he left the station, he encountered dispatcher Leslie Meller and shot him too, killing all three men. Moore then stole a police cruiser and was arrested in Mississippi 4 hours later, still armed with Officer Strickland's gun. Upon capture, he reportedly said, "Life is a video game. Everybody's got to die sometime," and admitted to committing the crimes to avoid jail. The victim's family sued the makers of the game Grand Theft Auto: Vice City for $600 million, blaming it for Moore's actions, but lost the case. During his trial, Moore's defense argued that he was in a dissociative state, but a jury convicted him of 6 counts of capital murder. In August 2005, after just an hour of deliberation, a judge sentenced him to death by lethal injection. On October 9, 2005. Number 2. Philip Chisholm. On October 22, 2013, 14-year-old Philip Chisholm, described by classmates as soft-spoken and pleasant, committed a heinous crime. After school, he violated and murdered his 24-year-old teacher, Colleen Ritzer, in a high school bathroom. Surveillance footage showed Chisholm following Ritzer into the bathroom, pulling on gloves, and emerging alone 11 minutes later. Chisholm later brought a garbage can into the school, placed Ritzer's body inside, and wheeled it into the woods. There, he further violated her, slit her throat, and posed her body. After cleaning up, he used Ritzer's credit card to see a movie. Ritzer was reported missing at 9:00 p.m. when she didn't return home. Early the next morning, police found her body in the woods and arrested Chisholm, discovering a bloody box cutter, a mask, gloves, and Ritzer's belongings in his backpack. Chisholm confessed to the murder, but prosecutors couldn't use the confession in court due to a judge's ruling. Charged as an adult with first-degree murder, rape, and robbery, he pled not guilty. His defense claimed he was insane and suffering from early-onset schizophrenia, but the jury convicted him on all charges. In 2015, a judge sentenced him to 40 years to life, making him eligible for parole at 54. Number 3. Aiden Fucci. On May 9, 2021, 13-year-old Tristan Bailey went missing in Steady Johns County, Florida. After a family search and a call to 911, it was discovered she had snuck out to meet friends Trey and 14-year-old Aiden Fucci. Fucci initially told police that he and Bailey parted ways around 1:00 a.m., but later changed his story when questioned about the time discrepancy. Hours later, Fucci posted a Snapchat from the back of a police car, asking if anyone had seen Tristan. That evening, Bailey's body was found near a pond, stabbed 114 times, with her body posed. Evidence quickly pointed to Fucci, who was rearrested after incriminating statements and forensic evidence, including blood on his clothes and a knife sheath found in his room. Fucci had a history of violent fantasies and had spoken about killing someone. He was charged with first-degree murder and eventually pled guilty in February 2023. A judge sentenced him to life in prison, with the possibility of sentence review after 25 years. Number 4. Alyssa Bustamante. On October 21, 2009, 15-year-old Alyssa Bustamante committed a shocking and premeditated murder in St. Martins, Missouri. Elizabeth Olton, a 9-year-old neighbor, was lured into the woods by Bustamante, who then strangled her, slit her throat, and stabbed her multiple times. Bustamante had dug 2 graves days before the murder, indicating a chilling level of premeditation. Bustamante's motive was to experience what it felt like to kill someone. In her journal, she described the murder as pretty enjoyable and expressed satisfaction with the act. She was arrested after leading police to Olton's body, which she had buried in one of the graves she dug. Charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action, Bustamante initially pled not guilty. However, in 2012, she accepted a plea deal, admitting to second-degree murder and armed criminal action. A judge sentenced her to life in prison with the possibility of parole for the murder and 30 years for the armed criminal action to be served consecutively. These stories highlight the disturbing actions of 4 teens whose heinous crimes shocked their communities and left lasting scars. Their actions raise questions about the nature of evil and the potential for rehabilitation. Thank you for watching. Like and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe.